Alright, this is an update on my Luger restoration process. As you can see, I got most of the surface rust cleaned off of the gun, and what I'm going to have to do for my next update is wet sand most of this to get some of the blemishes out that are in the metal and prepare it properly so it can be hot dip blued. And so that's for another day. Today what I'm going to be showing you is my process for cleaning the grips of the Luger, and what you see here is a dark chocolate color that's very close to what I started with when I first got the gun. They're pretty heavily soaked through with oil, and my first step in this process was to soak them both in Strip-X paint and varnish stripper for a couple hours, and then I brushed them out with a toothbrush, and this is as light as they're able to get through that. They were a couple shades darker than before I used the paint and varnish remover, so it helped a little bit. The second step, after letting that dry and rinsing off all the paint and varnish remover with acetone, which dries really quickly, and again, this is my product, but the second step was to soak it in wood bleach, which is what you see here. This is I think oxalic acid that is the active ingredient here, and this is a much lighter color. I don't know if you can tell or not from the angle of the light, but it's you can see a lot of the color of the wood grain, and especially if you compare the two side by side, you can see that the wood bleach after about half an hour made a pretty big difference in there, and I'm actually going to give this another soak, and I think it'll make a big difference to the to how it turns out. So what I'm going to do now is just show you on this one how I use wood bleach. So get started here. There we go. Basically, with wood bleach, you want to use warm or hot water, and a couple of tablespoons. I actually added some already, so this will just help a little bit there. And it's just a white crystal, and it shouldn't really change the color too much in the water. You want to wear gloves when you're working with this stuff, when you're actually scrubbing the grips off, because this stuff isn't good for your skin. So let's put some gloves on real quick. And I've used wood bleach before for cleaning up rifle stocks that were too dark, or even after you go over some with paint and varnish remover, if you have stains from metal or other things like that, wood bleach, even oil stains, wood bleach seems to do a good job of lightening everything, and it's kind of my go-to product when dealing with wood is wood bleach. It's very simple and really effective, and it's very, very easy to use. You can actually see it start to lighten before your eyes. As I don't know, I'll show you real quick here. It's soaking, and I can see it with my eyes that it's already getting a little bit lighter. I don't know if the camera shows that yet or not, but you can see some of the grain, especially like right there, some of the grain, the color is starting to pop out a little bit, kind of a more soft tan color instead of that dark chocolate color. And if I just keep soaking it for probably another 10 minutes or so, I'll start to see some pretty noticeable changes. And then what I'm going to do as it's soaking is I'm just going to scrub it with this toothbrush and just make long, even strokes with the checkering, and try to just work some of the color out of there to lighten it up. And when I'm done, I should have a pretty nice looking finished project, and you'll see probably after 2 soaks and cleanings it should look really good, and then let it dry for a day and you'll have a pretty nice finished product. So that's what I have for now, and I don't know if you can tell yet, but yeah, it's already starting to get noticeably lighter. You can see it's already working. It's only been about a minute or so, and so I'm just going to keep rubbing it in there, and the water will change to more of a yellow color too as this stuff starts to work. So the water will kind of start to hold some of the impurities in it that it's sucking out of the grips. So yeah, it's probably, I keep the camera on the whole time, but it's probably it's just going to take too long. 15 minutes, you don't want to watch this stuff soaking. Another thing to remember with wood bleach is the crystals from the bleach product tend to sit on they tend to drop to the bottom of the water. So you want to just make sure you keep mixing it up and getting those crystals moving around in there, and then even rub this face down on there, and it'll help that stuff soak in. So you can't see it. Well, you can a little bit in the back. That light patch right there where the grain's popping out, that wasn't there before, and so that's visible now. And then you can see there's actually color there. It's not just light reflecting, but that's the color coming through of the wood. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'll post an update later. Thanks.